right, everybody. Good morning, and once again, good morning to you all. I hope all is well. I hope that you're feeling well. Welcome to another session of Family Morning Transformation with yours truly, DMPSpeaks. If this is your first time, welcome. My name is David M. Pinkston, but I go by the name of DMPSpeaks. I am an empowerment speaker. I'm a board certified Christian counselor and life coach, and I'm a family restoration specialist, which is a family coach as well. I help families and individuals, but in this session, I help families become the best that they can be because I believe every family deserves transformation. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I am not going to belabor the time because this is going to be kind of short this morning, but I want to talk about this topic. Have you talked to your team about what is bothering them? I'm going to say that again. Have you talked to your team about what is bothering them? Because that is very important. That is super, super important that you have these conversations about what's going on with them. So my first question to you is, and a lot of you can answer this, have you spoken to them? And you probably going to say yes. Most of you will say yes, because that's what great parents do. You talk to your team. You talk to your young adult. You see what's going on. But 9 times out of 10, they're going to tell you, I'm fine. I'm good, Mom. I'm good, Dad. Y'all, chill. I'm good. I promise you, I'm good. But, again, 9 times out of 10, they're not. They're not really good. Mentally, they're not really good. Emotionally, they're not really good. And they don't want to talk because sometimes it's embarrassing to say you got some issues going on. You got some things in your head that it doesn't make any sense. So I want to talk about this today. One of the biggest things that we continuously have to do, we got to investigate on what might be the problem. What seems to be the problem? We got to investigate. When we investigate, we got to be like cops out here. We got to be like detectives. We got to look for clues. I'm being serious this morning. You absolutely have to look for clues on why your child is acting the way that they're acting. They're acting unusual. You know there's something bothering them, right? The problem is you just don't know what it is. And by doing an investigation, it might not be easy because they might not want to talk. Or they're giving you something that they want you to hear and think that's enough. But we got to continue to go a little bit deeper in our questions and our conversations so that we can really know what's going on with you. You don't act the same. You're not your cheery self. You're not your athletic self. You're not your enthusiastic self. It's like you're a figment of this other person. You're just a figure here. You're not yourself. But I want to give you an example of what some teens go through because I'm going to be honest with you. I went through some stuff. As you already know, I've been in a car accident. I'm actually going to be doing a separate live or a separate recording on really what I went through because I have a book out that's coming out this year. It's a testimonial book about me getting in my car accident and how my family had to do so much and had to make so many adjustments. And I'm going to get into that. But I've dealt with a lot. Maybe you have dealt with a lot. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. This generation that we're raising, my son, your daughter, your grandkids, your niece or nephew, that teen and young adult, I think they have went through or going through some of the most difficult times. It sounds similar. I went through that same thing, but I think it's a little bit more, it's more tricky with this generation. It's more at stake. It's more than just guns and drugs, and that's a big part of it. But it's this identity crisis. I mean, to a whole nother level, a whole nother degree. Excuse me. Identity crisis, not knowing who you are, or somebody telling you it's okay to be a certain way. It's okay if you're born a boy, you could be a girl, and so on forth. And it can be tough. And not even just in that aspect. Kids not wanting to go to school at all, don't want to do no certification, no learning, just want to just be. And you having to deal with this every day, right? Being popular to be seen, not just being popular to be seen, having the latest gear on, but can't read, right? Having the Christian Dior, ain't nothing wrong with Christian Dior, but if you can't spell Dior, I'm being serious, if you can't spell deodorant, there's a problem. Wealth and riches, being noticed, but feeling invincible. You're there, you're physically there, but people just overlook you. Why am I talking about this morning? Because I named just a few. If I could be honest, I only named just a few things that your child might be dealing with. And we want our kids to be happy, right? Am I right, y'all? We want our kids to be happy, but we got to find out what is really actually going on. We got to find out, hey, for the last couple weeks, son, daughter, you have not been acting yourself. And I know you told me that you were okay, but I'm going to be honest. It's not okay where you are right now. And I'm here for you. And I'm not far away. Sometimes our children, our teens and young adults, they need to be reminded. They have to be reminded that you are there. Told you this is not going to be long. I'm almost done. You have to remind your teen and young adult, I know, and I might not know everything, but I am here. I am present. So whenever you are ready to talk, whenever you are ready to conversate, have that conversation, I'm here. Because we have to find out, some kids are suicidal. Some kids are just down emotionally. They're dealing with some mental health, some trauma, and they're smart as a whip, but they're dealing with these things by themselves. They are suffering in silence. I used to work at a drug facility for children and with teens, and they would say, don't suffer in silence, get the help that you need for your addiction. But if we can be honest, there's a lot of teens that are dealing with mental health, and they're suffering in silence because they won't talk. And it's not that they don't want to talk all the time. I've done this. I'm not talking about that today. I'm talking about these kids might want to talk, but they're so afraid to let somebody in their mind, thinking they're going to be judged, thinking that you're going to judge them. And you might not like what they say. It might break your heart to hear what they're dealing with in their mind. But that should draw you closer to them, to love on them, to support them, to come aside of them, come alongside and be right there for them. Because if you don't do this, a lot of us will lose children, not just to the streets, but their mind will be gone. They will be there, but their mind will be gone. Their body will be there, but their mind will be gone. Does this make sense this morning? This might not be what you wanted to hear this morning, but does that make sense? We have to go above and beyond. We got to be the parent detectives. We got to find out, because if we don't, hear my heart, if we don't find out what's going on with our kid and they live in our house and we never talk to them, man, we're losing out now daily. We're losing them daily. I'll say it again. We're losing them daily because whatever they're dealing with is not getting any better, it's getting worse. And you don't want your child's situation, their mental health, their mental anguish to get worse and worse and worse to the place it gets out of hand. Stop the mental bleeding. Stop the verbal bleeding, things that they might be saying to themselves. You have to be able to reframe that. Does that make sense? I'm done. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. I told you it's going to be a little short today, but I do appreciate it. Now, listen to me. I'm going to take 30 seconds to do this. I am a family restoration specialist, a family coach. Some of you need better communication, better understanding of one another. You guys are not getting along, and it's hurting you, and it's been hurting you for a long time. It's hurting your teen or young adult or even your adult child. And you want to be more connected to your family, to your child again. I want you to take the step today. Listen, I got room for you in your family. I don't care what the situation is. I know you need it. You know that you need it. So why not just take that step in the right direction? I want you to go to my social media pages all over YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, even TikTok. And I want you to sign up for your discovery call and let's get to work. January is almost over, but not the year. I'll say it again. January might be almost over, but not the year. You still got time to change things around. Guys, thank you so much. I want to show you some information. I do have some spots open for my family transformation program. Listen, do not wait. This is the time for you all to get on the same page. I'll check you out, or check me out tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. for another family morning transformation. And believe me, and I say this all the time, and I mean it from my heart, every family deserves transformation. Peace.